Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Earth and Bloom channel. As you've seen in that short little intro, we got a new piece of equipment on the farm, a little Farmall Cub. So we just loaded up, we got it home last night, and this is where it sits. So I believe he told me this is a 1952 flavor. Farmall Cub has the cultivators. This is their cultivision, they called it, so you can see the rows. So what we bought it for is the cultivator system to do the rows, or to do our flower rows. But he also told me it was sitting for probably around 15 years. So it's an old resto, and it hasn't done a whole lot for a while. I'm sure whenever this tire was put on, this is probably the best one. (16.6). So 2006 is when this tire was on. So let's say it's been sitting since 06. So yeah, if it's been sitting since 06, that's what, 17 years? So it's probably been sitting for 15 years not running. But they're pretty simple. This is still a 6-volt system. So I believe they're a positive ground. So we'll hook the jumper cables to that. No key. There's just a push pull stop. This is your starter button, and that's your choke lever. Throttle is right here. No drawbar, just the cultivator setup. We got them strapped up right now because the hydraulics weren't working when we winched it on. Got an old fuel setup here. Let's check the oil here. That's got some in there. Probably good to test on. Spark, compression, yeah, probably. Nothing like just hooking jumper packs to it and going. He did have a crank starter in it. He borrowed it from his buddy, so I know it is free. So I think we'll just hook the boosters to it and see what happens. Take that off. Nice new muffler. Just needs a flapper. And I think this is frozen, the push-pull, so we'll get a torch on that. But let's pull out the booster cables, the booster charger, and we'll just see if it turns over. Oh, we just got enough cord. So as you can see, it's really sunny out. We're like -10 right now, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad when the sun's out like this. It's just really bright, and that's why we got the sunnies on. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. Negative to positive and positive to negative, right? I think that's what they are. So let's see what happens. We'll turn it on. 6. Listen for fires. All right, contact. Might need a hammer. Now we'll see what happens. nothing. So I wonder if we put a battery in it, if we put a bad 12-volt battery, then just go through that. Like I tried a little bit. Huh. It's out of gear. Alright, so we got a bad battery here. I don't know what side's what here. That's a different noise. Well, as you can see, we got the tractor in the shop now. Our battery situation wasn't working, but we picked up a brand new 6-volt battery. They still had them in stock, surprisingly, but anyways, that should get our starter spinning better. But it's gonna freeze rain outside, so we brought it in so we could be a little warmer. We'll get the hood off, because I think it has a weak spark right now. So that's why it's not starting too easily for us. So let's get this hood off, this battery in, and see what happens. Don't need that on, I guess. Somebody put the wrong bolts everywhere. What did we get into? Alright, now the hood should lift off. Okay, now it should come up. So this is a naked Farmall Cub. All 9 horsepower. If it even runs. We will see. Now we'll just get the battery hooked up and see if we got power. Alright guys, we got the battery in. But we had a bad coil, so we went and picked up a new coil from Napa. They had one in stock, surprisingly. It also looks like we need a new distributor cap. It's pretty worn out in here. But I just shined them up a little bit and we'll put it on, see what happens. Plugs and wires aren't the best, but they'll do. And let's just put this back together and see if we have spark. Because if it'll fire, then we can get more into depth in redoing all this wiring. Napa didn't have a cap, so I didn't want to drive to the tractor place. And this being a positive ground, negative has to go into the distributor, I think. From what I can tell. Negative to the inside. Let's tighten this down. So if you want to see an old Cub get put to work, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And follow us along on the journey here. Okay, one more wire and we'll see if that works. So let's put our spark tester back on and we'll see if we have spark. And here we go. You guys tell me if you see anything. Power's on. Here we go. That's a spark. So spark is much stronger now. Let's see what happens. It's probably pretty flooded, but we'll try it. First start, here we go. All right, test one. Test one, no go. More ether. Test one with more ether. Close your ears. Hmm.
2 hours later.
Feels like we have compression. But let's pull these plugs and see what we're looking at. We'll do a spark through the spark plug and a compression test at the same time. Contact. So I know they're low compression engines, but what's 60? Is that good for these? I don't know. We'll see if they're all the same, then it should be fine. Spark and compression test. Contact. Uh-oh. 30. Here we go. Contact. $30. We'll pretend that's good. Who knows what these are supposed to be at? I know they gotta be low compression because it's only 9 horsepower. But spark is good now, so I think we just had a bad coil. Bad coil, but now we are low compression. Here we go. On. Contact. Oh boy. That's not good. I think it needs a rebuild. Oh boy. This is getting expensive in a hurry. I didn't even look at the plug. I was so disappointed in the compression. We got good compression, or good spark, bad compression. So we got good spark now, but we got no compression really. We got a little bit. If we average them all out, 60, 30, 30, 10, average out, that's like what, 35? Perfect. So we're gonna throw some special juice in there and see if we can't just get it to spit off here. But it looks like we might be rebuilding a Cub motor, so. Not exactly what I wanted to be doing. Or what, do we find a good running one and use this one as parts? Oh boy. I don't know if Michelle's gonna be happy with this one. It's her tractor though, right? So she should buy the parts for us. It's always worth the shot. Come on, get on there. All right, contact. Bunch of ether in the throat. Here we go. Did you hear that? I heard that. But it does sound like we have a bottom end knock, which is not good. Okay, let's see if brake clean does a better job at starting than ether. Contact. Need more maybe. Here we go. Now back into some ether. It's hard to shoot the ether into this updraft carburetor. Oh, close. I think it needs a rebuild. I think it needs a rebuild. Oh. Come on, baby. It was close that time. Real close. Okay, we got no carburetor on, just so we can try to get some ether up there better. Let's see what happens. Nothing. All right, we better give the starter a break. It is burning up. But I don't think it's gonna run without quite a bit more work. So will it run? No. No, it won't run. Piece of junk. Should have bought a green one. But I guess that about runs us out of time for this one, so in the next one we'll see if we can get it going. Might have to take this head off in that one and see what the inside of the engine looks like. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button down below. And we hope to see you guys in the next one.